Hi, everyone. I got it here, Tyler. I got it. So I'm going to kick things off with a few words for my sister. It's going to be a little hard, but I'll try to get through it here. And then she would be really happy, too, to hear, anyone who has words or wants to share a story, more than welcome to come up and talk. But before I start, you guys can see here today there's been a lot of work and time put into this funeral. So I just want to thank everyone for all their love, their prayers, their support on behalf of the family. This strong network of family and friends has been crucial during this difficult time. I'm not going to thank everyone involved in making today happen, as I'm surely I'll forget some names, because there's been a lot of people who helped out today and leading up to this event. But just wanted to say thank you. So with that, I want to start with going back to my last memory I had with Danielle, and that was 3 weeks ago. We planned an evening for us to hang out. I remember her arriving at our place at 4:30. She pulled up in her blue Civic with her custom decals she made for her car. She brought us sushi and popcorn. As well, as always, she went running to her two godchildren and started playing with them. Danielle and I love sharing music together. I remember playing a 90s playlist that I had just found, which she loved. We split a spiked root beer, played with the kids some more, then we got them ready for a haircut that we booked. The car ride there, I remember Danielle stressing in the back seat, trying multiple times to put Evelyn's shoes on. And she just kept flipping them off. And Laura and I were just laughing at each other in the front seat. Just, it's okay, Danielle, but she was adamant to get her shoes back on. So we arrived at Melonhead, hair salon for children. Danielle helped get the kids in the chairs. We thought Luke was going to be a mess, but Evelyn was a mess. And Danielle and Laura did everything they could to distract them and get them going. So while I was watching Luke get his haircut, Danielle comes over and she's like, "Josh, you like these sunglasses?" And I'm looking at her like, "Danielle, they're clearly kids' sunglasses. Like, what are you trying these on for?" And she's like, "Yeah, but they look good on me." And they were like pink, like heart ones, like really outlandish. And anyway, she smiled and she went to pay for them. Once the kids were finally done, Danielle helped them get ready. And as I go to pay for the haircut, the cashier tells me it's already taken care of. Danielle paid for it. And I'm just like, she would always do that when we go out for dinner or whatever. She'd always make sure she pays. Very giving like that. So we get back home, put the kids to bed, open up the sushi and a bottle of decoy, and put a movie on. And we caught up, we laughed. It was such a great evening. And literally a week later, we get the call that she's no longer with us. So grief is the mind's attempt to deal with the breakdown of expectation. Danielle was 32, and even though I was her older brother, I looked up to her in so many ways. She definitely bucked the trend of your stereotypical accountant. To call her an accountant is somewhat unfair. She was an accountant, a teacher, artist, volunteer, gardener, and haircutter when she wanted to be. I remember her first job at EY. She decided to take a year off to travel the world by herself, visiting all kinds of countries, which also included skydiving in the Swiss Alps and bungee jumping in New Zealand. She did what she wanted and always pursued what was important to her despite what people would think or how much money she'd make. She spoke her mind. I think my parents and I were scared at her at times. She had the Rodrigues stubbornness, hated losing at seven hands or rummy, and always was the life of the party. I still remember her 21st birthday at Laurier. A couple of cousins were here. We'll probably remember that night. We were at a club and we were all dancing in a circle. How we do, we make that circle and we dance on the floor, and Danielle was literally going around to just random people, tapping them on the shoulders and like bringing them into the circle to get them to dance. It was a sloppy night, but man, she was so good at bringing people together. I think after my Aunt Sandra passed away in December 2020, Danielle really tapped into her spiritual side, and she introduced me to a podcast, Be Here Now, which she would listen to regularly. She showed me a couple months ago, and I was just like, okay, this is whatever. But lately, I've been listening to it more. And the other day, I heard a story which I thought was very fitting for the moment. A farmer had a horse, and one day it ran away. His neighbor came by and said, "Oh, that's terrible." The farmer said, "You never know." The next day, the horse came back, and it was leading two other wild horses. The neighbor comes out and says, "That's wonderful." And the farmer said, "You never know." Later, the farmer's son was training one of the wild horses, and while riding the wild horse, he fell off and broke his leg. The neighbor came by and said, "That's terrible." The farmer said, "You never know." 1 week later, the army came through recruiting everybody, taking away all able young men. They didn't take the farmer's son because he had a broken leg, And the neighbor came by and said, that's great, that's wonderful. And the farmer said, "You never know." As in life, we never really know. We don't know what tomorrow will hold or what our purpose is and how our story fits into the greater puzzle. But looking back at everything Danielle did and all the lives she impacted, I truly believe she achieved her purpose here on earth and needed to move on to do something bigger and better. With that, I would like everyone to raise their glasses and toast to my little sister. Danielle, you will always be in our hearts, and your memory will always live on. I love you. Cheers. Cheers. Go up.
Oops. I'm going to start, and I know Danielle is with me, giving me this courage. I'm a precious daughter. You have the spark of God's divinity. Your life was love and labor. Your love for your family, true. You did your best for all of us. In Danielle's short life of 32 years, she accomplished so much. She got her CA designation, traveled the world at 26, and even started teaching at Conestoga College, which was her passion. She also talked a lot about teaching underprivileged children in other countries. She was a very free-spirited person, did bungee jumping, skydiving, also wanted to make sure you were having a good time. You having fun, her famous words. She loved reading, gardening, documentaries, attending mass, painting, hiking, music, cooking, and dancing. Even though she visited tons of countries, such as Peru, Germany, Australia, Galapagos Islands, Berlin, Thailand, Egypt, Switzerland, Indonesia, and just to name a few. She still had plans to visit Mount Kilimanjaro, Saharan Desert, and southern Morocco. She also was ready to register for a yoga teaching certificate in North India and one day teach yoga. Can you want me to read or go on?
You can go on.
Danielle loved to get people together. She would host cousins, aunts, friends, uncles, and grandparents all over at her place regularly. She would often say, "Why do we only meet at funerals and not at happier occasions?" Hence, she would plan events such as the picnic she recently set up on August 28th, in which 100 people were invited.
She kept wanting to do more in regards to helping the less fortunate. Even though she did lots, like volunteer at her time at a homeless shelter in Guelph and volunteered at Habitat for Humanity, her goal was to establish her own nonprofit organization. We found out recently she was actually going to Peru again to help build a community in January 2023 for 5 weeks. This would have been her second time. 2 weeks ago, Danielle attended a Christian teaching, and the group leader asked Danielle, "If you met Jesus, what would you say to him, or what would you ask him?" Danielle replied, "What is my purpose in life?" I really believe now that Danielle completed her purpose in life, and that is why God took her in his arms. Did you want to read that?
Yeah. I would like to end with a note that Danielle wrote for my sister, Sandra, on her candle that she made for her anniversary in April. She wrote, "Love is so powerful, it exists beyond space and time. Even though Auntie is gone from this physical world, her energy will always be around us and within us. Love always, D." And I just wanted to also say, I wanted to also thank family and friends for all their support and love. A special thanks for the family that's visiting from England, Vancouver, Halifax, and New York. But I'm so glad you all are here, and I know Danielle is with us, and she's giving us, especially me, the strength, because I never talk. So this, to me, is like a shock. I'm actually up here doing this. Anyway, cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Danielle.
So anyone, doesn't have to be right now, but throughout the event, if you guys want to say a few words, welcome, come on up and you guys can talk and open it up. I'm not a good MC, so just do it. Hi, everyone. We have our first guest speaker here, Cedric.
All right. So, hey guys, my name is Cedric. Danielle and I, we went to Peru together 10 years ago. So in the August of 2012, and well, let's just what I want to say. I'm feeling so nervous right now. But let's just start off by sharing the fact that over the course of 2 weeks in Peru, we took maybe one shower, because that was so the living condition was such that we live in the middle of a desert, and the houses those aren't really houses. Those were really huts made of plastics and bamboo, and there was no washroom, so let alone shower, right? So what I want to share with you today, I guess, two little things. First is what I wrote on the memory card. The first thing that popped back into my mind was that Danielle was a very reliable friend. Since it was the middle of a desert, every morning we all had to go fetch water from the end of the village and carry it by buckets. So right beside our hut for the volunteers, there was this single mother with 3 daughters, and every morning I would go volunteer to help them, because if I ever tried it, carrying water in buckets with one in each hand was actually very heavy and wobbly. And Danielle was actually the first one who, when she saw me, she came running. She would help me carry it, and I was about to trip. So I was so glad that day she actually helped me, because if she weren't there, I would have spilled all the water and I would have to redo everything over again. So that was the first thing. And the second story was that, so we're in the village, the kids loved us, right? And so we will hang out with the kids. And so now you see me like I'm actually very well-groomed, well, kind of well-groomed. I have very short hair, right? But back in time, could you believe that I had a mullet up to shoulder? That was how long my hair was. And so those little girls will sit, they will hang out around. So I was sitting there, those little girls and Danielle, they're like hanging out around me, and I was like reading a book. And moments later, Danielle was tapping my shoulder. He's like, "Hey, look what happened to your hair." And then I pulled it over and I saw a braid. So I think that was probably Danielle's idea. Well, I don't know, maybe she helped out. So yeah, those were my 2 little stories. Thank you, guys.
Food's served now too, guys, at the back, so help yourselves.
probably no control of like the house mic.
Is it very?
It's like too timid. Can we work on the angle of the mic maybe?
We could, yeah, because I know this goes through those people.
Yeah.
But maybe if they bring it up.
Yeah, if we bring it up,
to their
when
voice.
people are, of course, too, it's people don't understand how to talk into the mic too, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
But it was too pointed forward before. Like, if it's more up like that, it should be good. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. If you want to like even more, just so that people know they don't have to go right up to it, because it's a gooseneck, right? It's
Yeah.
supposed to pick up from a gospel.
Is that okay though?
I think it's a lot better now. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much. Sorry, what was your first name? Sean. Sean.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying the food. We have another guest speaker to share a little story about Danielle, Delecta.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so forgive me if I start to cry. Danielle, we feel so sad and empty now that you are gone. Our only consolidation is that you did it all so right, according to God's holy plan. Danielle, you experienced God's grace and lived a life that made a difference and impacted others all around you. You lived a life of quality, which was centered around God. You saw goodness in the eyes of others, and you always wanted to make others happy, especially with the different charities that you were involved in. We loved your smile, and it illuminated even more when you were able to make others happy, as on the day of the picnic. You did it all on your own, and you were in your element that day, my love. Your smile radiated, beaming from ear to ear. You never did it for any praise or any accolades, but because you wanted to gather your friends and family together to celebrate life and love. Danielle, you loved life and wanted to make the most of your time on this earth, which was prevalent in all of the adventures and places you visited around the world. You squeezed every drop that you could out of life and this time on this earth. You left no stone unturned. You used your gifts and talents to the fullest. If you didn't know something, you looked it up, you did your research, you mastered it, and accomplished all your tasks beautifully. Danielle, my love, you will be truly missed. Our hearts will ache, but our memories of our short time spent together with you will live on forever. You have left us with your legacy of love and have inspired each one of us to be more like you every day. I know that you are in heaven as one of God's precious angels. We will love you, Danielle. Sing, dance, and be happy in heaven, my love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Miriam. I just wanted to say a few words about Danielle, and this is Sylvia.
My name is Sylvia. I'm also one of Danielle's friends. I know Danielle from high school, and Miriam.
Danielle and I used to go back 20 years, so she was one of my first friends from St. Margaret of Scotland. And, you know, we had so many good memories. Her and I would bicycle together. We started a newspaper in St. Margaret of Scotland. Actually, Michelle, Natasha, and myself, we were the Four Corners. Danielle always put every effort into it and was so happy. She was always asking us if we're having a good time. Are you having fun? You know, she was goofy. Recently we were in Austin together and we celebrated our friend's birthday and we just had a very good time.
I'm having a lot of trouble trying to find the words to describe Danielle, and even when I'm looking at the memory cards, it's hard to write something because Danielle was a feeling, she was a warmth, she was someone that you could approach with any issue and she would just know the exact right thing to say and just uplift. Like, that's the best word for uplifting, and just someone that was so positive that you can't possibly be in any type of mood with her. She's just always excited and just, are you having fun? I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun right now. And we would laugh and just say, Danielle, you're having fun? That's her. Like, she's a feeling, she's a warmth.
And one of the best parts about her was always her bright lipstick. I feel like it was always pink, purple, you know, she was so outgoing.
You never know what to expect.
Never know. We thank everyone for coming as well, and for inviting Sylvia and I even to your family gathering in the summer. We feel like part of the family, and she'll always be part of ours.
Yeah. So cheers to Danielle.
All right. Hey, hello everybody. I'd like to say a few words while the music's down, and we have the opportunity to all be here today to celebrate a very loved person in our lives, Danielle. Thank you all for being here, first of all. The food is fantastic in this venue. Thank you to the venue for setting this up, and thank you for Josh and Auntie and Uncle Ken for having this available for us to grieve and celebrate the life of Danielle. I'm going to pass the mic over to my sister, Caitlin, and we would just like to honor our cousin. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. In case you don't know me, I'm Danielle's cousin, Caitlin. I feel privileged to have many unforgettable memories that I shared with her. Danielle is a fantastic soul, and she was one of the kindest, warmest, and most selfless people I know. The impact that she made on me and the people around her was outstanding. And the sad thing is, I don't know if she knew how many lives she impacted, changed, or had an influence on. Danielle was always traveling, always searching for her next destination, while working her butt off. Admirable to say the least. I do not know how to sum up all my memories, but I'll share a few. From a young age, Danielle always made me, the younger cousin, feel included. I remember Erica, my sister, Dana, our other cousin, and Danielle would be making up dances, and I would just sit there and watch. Danielle would say, come on, come join. She was breaking that age barrier, always to make me feel included, and it meant a lot to me. I remember that alone impacted me. It made me feel like I could fit in with the older cousins, even though I was very immature. From a young, Danielle continued throughout life to keep me feeling included. We have many memories from when I was fresh of age. All the time she came and partied with me. She would come to my birthdays, hang out with people that were much younger than her just to be there with me. To our memories of going to concerts such as Parachute, A$AP Rocky. We always had a good time. She didn't even have to like the concert or the event we attended. She would just always say yes. We, a couple years back, went yurting with Liz Sherwin, one of Danielle's best friends. And something I would never thought to do, but Danielle had suggested it. It was a great time. I just remember we laughed endlessly. I remember there were so many memories, I couldn't even explain one. But one of the funniest ones was that me and Liz weren't really that good with the outdoors, and there was coyotes right outside of our yurt, and Danielle was the scared one. That was a perfect representation of Danielle, or as the cousins say, Dee Dee. Dee Dee wanted to experience new things, hear new music, meet new people, give back to the community, and view life from a broad perspective. Danielle was such an encouraging person to many people. She cared deeply about the people around her and always wished the best for everyone. I felt as though Danielle was like a second older sister to me. It's hard to say goodbye to someone who had their whole life ahead of them. Someone who cared so deeply about her friends, family, students, community. I miss you, Danielle. And I know you're an angel in heaven because you're an angel on earth. I'm going to leave you with this poem I wrote for Danielle because she would always encourage me to keep writing. So, I wrote a poem called Legacy. In a dark world, you shone so bright. Knowing you're gone makes our hearts fight. Your heart was so pure and so kind. A selfless person trying to find a home to reside. You made many laugh and smile. I wish we got to keep you a longer while. Your legacy will live on in our hearts. We will never forget this depart. Gone so soon, but he called you home. You answered his call and began to roam. Your legacy will live on forever, in our hearts and in our endeavors. A piece of you I hold with me, a piece of you for all to see. I will shine for you as your light shines on, and I will honor your life every dawn. See you again one day, Danielle. This is not a forever farewell. Thank you.
I'm usually not someone that speaks, but I feel like Danielle today has given me that strength. So Danielle was literally the only person that could make me laugh with just a look or simply just her body language. She always had the biggest smile on her face, and to know her was to love her so much. You couldn't not. She never judged you. She cared for us so much, and she only wanted us to all be together as much as we could. And I think this has been such a wake-up call for many of us. And I know that she would have loved this so, so much. All of us just being together in her honor. I remember being on vacation with her in Punta Cana, and she was my roommate. And her and I, at bedtime, we would just turn all the lights off, turn the AC up, and just laugh and talk about boys and talk about life. And we would laugh until we were crying almost every single night. And we loved her, and we still do, we always will. And she's really left a legacy. So I did find a poem that I wanted to share, with you all because I think it's so true to Danielle, so I just wanted to share it. So, she was wild, but not in a dangerous, uncontrolled way. There was a measure in her madness. Her wildness was her genius, her soul naked, her laugh unabashed. She slayed fears for a living and loved with the fervency of a desire unquenched, except she expected nothing in return, which gave her an indescribable lightness that you would swear she was actually part of the wind, and yet somehow still made of earth a bewildering combination of light and dark. Her spirit swirled like brushstrokes, touching all of those around her. You see, it was her heart that was the art, and her life was that masterpiece. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kyle. I'm Danielle's older cousin on the Costa side. I just want to share a memory. So I remember it was almost decades ago now. We went on a trip to Florida, and I'll never forget it. I actually got an ear infection. And I couldn't go swimming, I remember, because it was really big for our family to have pools. I don't know, we just never had pools, so when we got places where they were, we always liked to enjoy them. And I got an ear infection, and I remember I had posted up in my room, me and Josh's room. Josh had brought his N64 and had his Perfect Dark there, so I was kind of in the room playing video games, and I remember the door opened as everyone was outside, and it was Dee Dee. And she had that crooked smile on her face, the smile that, if you know her, you know the smile. It was the smile that came. You knew she was going to speak sense, but it was going to hurt. You know the smile. And she looked at me and she went, "Kylie, everyone's outside. Why are you here?" And I hate being called Kylie. It is something that I absolutely hate. My mother is one of the only people I actually call that, but Dee Dee always got away with it. And she looked at me and just, "Yeah, Kylie, why are you not outside?" How often do we get to do this? How often are we here together as family? And it's so true, because family was always the most important thing to her. And I heard her friend saying it earlier, like, "Are you having fun? Are you having fun?" That was always her line. Even though we were all together, we were having a blast, she would still just want to be making sure everyone was having a good time. And you know what? I'm going to have a hard time having a good time without her here. But I'm going to try my best, as we all will. And I just want everyone to raise a glass. And just know, Danielle, that even though you aren't here, we're all remembering you. And the love will always be strong. To Danielle. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being with us to celebrate Danielle's life. My name is Flavia and I'm Danielle's godmother. I have a lot of memories to share with you, but right now I can't do it. I just the last time I saw her was 5 months ago. And she came downstairs to the church basement to help me. And like everyone said, she was always saying, "Are you having fun? I said, yes, Danielle, can't you see my halo shining? I'm working in the church. So she said, yes, Auntie, I can. And she just said to me, I haven't seen you so happy in such a long time. We always made dates to meet, but unfortunately, one of us had to cancel. And for that, I regret that a lot. She was always my special person. When Les passed away, she would send me messages, just one-line messages, just encouraging me. And for a young person, I thought that was really profound. And like I was speaking to Ryan last week, and Ryan said to me, Mom, she'd always send me messages saying, hi, Kaz, how are you? The last time I saw her, she was interested in this book, and I bought this book for her. And like Audrey told me, she read it from cover to cover. I was so impressed with her. She honestly was such a special my special goddaughter, the only one I had. And she always respected me so much. I remember when Audrey and Ken asked me to be her godmother, I was just over the moon. And she was just my lovely girl. Just a week before she passed away, I was talking to Ryan, and I said to Ryan, I'm waiting for you and Danielle to get married so I can throw Danielle a shower party. But unfortunately, I never got a chance. But all I have to say is that I love you very much. And hopefully, one of these days we'll meet each other soon. I love you very much, and I'm gonna miss you.
So I'm Kara, and I'm Danielle and Josh's first cousin on the Rodrigues side. And so my birthday was on October 6th, and I just received the text message from Danielle that she was going to be in Vancouver for the week and that we would celebrate my birthday when she was in town. I was going to take her, return the favor and take her to my favorite Italian restaurant. And so I'm grateful, one, that she called me to hang out when she was in town, but I'm also grateful that she is one family member who I would always make time for. I would you too, Josh. If they called and said they were in town, I would drop everything to hang out with Danielle. And so today, I was very grateful to be here because I wanted to hear from Danielle's friends, people who have known her from childhood and from adulthood, because I know she was an amazing, amazing person. And so it's been really nice for me to hear those stories. I'm also very proud to come from a Rodrigues family that has produced such wonderful, amazing, strong women like Danielle Rodrigues. And when I think about that, I think it comes from the strong women in her life, like my Auntie Audrey. But it also comes from the amazing men that she also had in her life, which is my Uncle Ken and Josh. I've always admired your friendship with your sister. And so the thing I think I remember the most about Danielle is we didn't see each other often. I was in Nova Scotia, and then I've been in Vancouver now. But when we did connect, we had the most amazing, wonderful, intense conversations. I think the last time she came to Vancouver, we took her for a bit of a tour, but I took her to a revel room, which was like a blues club, and we could barely hear each other. But what was amazing was just her leaning in and me leaning in, and we had the most amazing, intense, wonderful conversation. And I think that's what I loved about her, is she was like the younger sister I never had, but I just completely admired her, even though I'm 47 and she's much younger, but she's lived such a more beautiful, amazing life that I really strive to continue that for her. And so I'm grateful to be here today. It was hard being in Vancouver away from you guys when I heard this news. And so I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm going to challenge myself to carry on all of Danielle's amazing things, like volunteering for a charity. I want to see the world, continue to see the world, and do those things that were so important to her. But she very much inspired me, and I'm very grateful that I knew her. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Audrey's cousin. I'm an aunt to Danielle, but I think she looked over all age barriers. She made herself so comfortable with everyone of every age. She taught me to play Monopoly. Can you believe that? Like, she was like, okay, come on, let's play the card game. I never knew how to play any games with cards, and she was like, come on, let's have a seat, join the family. I learned poker through her, though I didn't learn from Josh how to cheat in the poker. Yeah, those were really memories of her. I've seen her grow up from school, when she was in school. Always had to have things organized. She couldn't be like, I have to have my schoolwork done before I can enjoy myself. So she was always nervous about that. And I think I saw the same thing in her as a teacher now at Consoda, this college. And I remember meeting her in September when we met at Audrey's place, and she was getting ready for this new school year. And I'm like, Danielle, are you ready to start school with the new students and the offline thing? She's like, yeah, I already got myself prepared. You know me, I have to get everything in order. So she, I know, is always a very organized person, wanted everything in order. even if she had to stay away from having family occasions, just to make sure that she had everything prepared for herself. Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves at the picnic. She was so thankful that we were able to come. And instead of, I said, thank you, Danielle, for organizing it. Is there some way we could help? But she's like, no, thank you for coming because you made it a day for me that you all came for the picnic. And without you guys, I wouldn't be able to have a picnic. That's Danielle. She always thought about everyone else. And I'm going to miss her. And I know it's going to be hard for Audrey and Ken and Josh. But we just have to have the support and know that she's in a better place, enjoyed life to the fullest. And that so many of us haven't done yet, and we still plan to do. But she really enjoyed life to the fullest in the short time that she had here with us. Thank you.
Just a few words from me. When I told my mom about Danielle passing away, the first thing she said was, "Oh, Jesus have mercy, Jesus have mercy." She said it 3 times. And she was particularly thinking about Auntie Philo and Audrey. She says it's the worst thing for a mother to see a child pass away. That was Sandra. She gave a mass for Sandra. And she said she'd give a mass for Danielle as well. And she says, "Oh, please give Audrey a hug and tell her that, it's the worst thing for a mother to see her daughter pass away." And I know Danielle wouldn't want us to mourn her death. She'd want us to enjoy and want us to have a drink. So I'm having a drink in your name, Daniela. And we love you, and always remember that we'll miss you tons. Take care. Have a good day.
Hello. For those who don't know me, my name's Craig. I'm one of Danielle's cousins, just like a lot of other people here. Those who are cousins, especially around our age group, know that we're more like siblings. We're not cousins in the sense of that meaning, but we're all really close. And seeing the lineup of people looking to say beautiful things about Danielle, now I know why we're here till 5 o'clock instead of the typical funerals that you go to mass and then kind of done right after. But again, it's a true testament to Danielle and how she touched all of us. It was hard to really understand Danielle, right? She did things. She marched to the beat of her own drum. And unless you got a chance to really talk to her, right? Like, just shut up yourself and let her talk. You never really knew all about who she was. She was a lot of things. I mean, one of the most caring, if not the most caring individual I've ever had the pleasure of having in my life. You know, family is something you're kind of born into, but she's somebody that we all clearly chose to be around. You know, she did a lot with her life, right? Again, not a lot of us understood, you know, her taking the time off of work and going and traveling and doing all these things, but she was so accomplished in everything she did. She got her CA, she, you know, had that career. It wasn't enough for her, so she went off and she did her own thing. She had multiple properties. She, you know, lived 10 times the life that, you know, myself has lived, and you know, I aspire to do a lot of the things that that she was able to do in her short time here. I clearly didn't prepare anything, but I just felt compelled to come up because, you know, she did that to us. She always wanted us to speak up, and again, she had so many things to brag about, but she never did. And she always let you talk. And I mean, I clearly love the sound of my own voice, which is why I'm stammering on. But you know, she did. I mean, talking to Auntie, you know, I know that she wanted us to all be laughing and joking. Now I hear a lot of sniffles, but like, don't. Right? It's not what she wants. It's not what she would have wanted. She wanted us to drink. She wanted us to have a good time. She wanted us to continue to have sleepovers into our 20s, 30s, and you know, it's just, you know, love one another the way that she loved us. And, you know, we'll all live a happy, cherished life the way that she did. But, yeah, I mean, I don't have a glass right now. I don't need one. But I just want to say cheers, Danielle, wherever you are. We love you very, very much. And, yeah, just look down on us and take care of us. So, thanks.
Hello everybody. If you don't know me, I'm good friends with Audrey. We grew up together. This is my husband Ash. On behalf of our family, I'd like to extend our condolences to Danielle, to Audrey and the family. Audrey came to me and said, "Judy, would you say a few words?" And honestly, I'm just winging it. So I'm sorry if I do come along with unprepared speech. However, Danielle has inspired so many people, and I feel so bad that being distance away, never got a chance to really get to know her. But she's been a wonderful girl, a wonderful daughter. I often hear from Audrey, Danielle's doing this, she's gone on a trip, she's become a CA. Danielle, I'm so, so proud of you. I'm sorry this had to be short-lived. However, I wish you nothing, that you're with the angels and looking upon us, and give Audrey the best strength you can. We will miss you a lot, and don't worry, I will be with your mom and be in touch with her at all times. Cheers. And
hi everyone. I just want to take just a few moments as well, and I would like to say condolences, but I think I didn't know Danielle that well, and I'll be pretty honest. And just like some of you here, you are family, friends, and just the casual meeting. For me, there's a reason why we have had that opportunity to connect with Danielle and the family. And there is a reason why God directs everybody. If you look at Danielle's nature, she was kind from what I'm hearing. All of you have had some memories that you can share. I wish I could say the same on behalf of me and my family. But at the end of the day, if you look at the connections she's made with everybody, she traveled the world. She loved to meet people, from what I hear. She wanted to do charitable things for everybody. There is a reason why God put her on this earth. Same with her Auntie Sandra. She was so kind as well. But if you think about the two of them and what they wanted to do and achieve for the rest of humanity, just to be there for them, for me, it's an inspiration to take that away. And I'm hoping that there is some connection that all of us have had with Danielle and Sandra and your loved ones too that have departed, but there is a reason why that's there. And I'd like to say cheers, and I hope that everybody has had that connection that will inspire you to the wisdom. For a short person who's only been here a short time, but there's been some wisdom here, and if you just look at the messages that have been relayed, I hope that's an inspiration to all of us and all of you. Thank you.
All right, this is going to be a bit difficult, but anyway. I am Ken's best cousin. I call him Cuz, but now Milu's here, so I don't know. He calls me Cheeks. I want to say a few words and memories of Danielle. I've had the pleasure of first traveling with Danielle in 2008. We went to Florida, and we stayed with Philo, Ken, Audrey, several of us. And that was the first time I actually got to spend a whole week with her. So when you're on a trip and you're stuck with somebody for a whole week, you get to know them really well. In the last week, I learned so much more about Danielle. And yes, she graduated with a CA, but to be honest, she was a people person. I learned that she just bought a new camera. And if anybody who knows me knows I'm always taking pictures, and there is a reason. Because I like to look back at memories. I don't print them anymore, but I look back. Memories, as we're seeing Danielle here, you see yourselves amongst them, and it's like you relate to them. So for Danielle, I could see the photos. She would be creative. I saw so many paintings up there, and I thought, wow, talent, creativity. And it's something that she liked. She built a garden in her mom and dad's backyard. Which made them grow vegetables, which helped Josh and Laura with their little ones. So everything she did was give, give, give. Most recently, I remember we met for Sandra's memorial in April, and my dad, Hippo, if anybody knows him, all he can do is talk about cars. That's all he knows. He said to me, he said, "Whose car is that?" And it was shiny, blue. It was like you could see it from a mile away. I said, "That's Danielle." So my dad started asking me questions. How many kilometers, this and that, when did you buy it, who did you buy it from? And I'm like, I don't know. I said, you go and ask her. I quickly went to Danielle and I said to her, I said, be careful, because Uncle Hip was going to ask you 20 questions. Got to know the answers. What does she say? I'll send Uncle Hip over to Dad. So anyway, Danielle was so respectful to my dad. On trips and everything, he'd always say, "Uncle, are you okay? Uncle, Uncle." And my dad would feel very special and ruffle his feathers. And he said, "Did you hear that?" She called me Uncle. So I'm like, okay, Dad. Today, yesterday, as I was driving home, and I'm of a very older age, I always say, "Oh my God, Dad, do I have to call you whenever I get to work, leave work, when I'm at lunchtime?" And yeah, I still do. So yesterday I was driving home, I left work. I called my dad as I was driving. And yeah, you're on your way home? Yeah. And my dad said to me, and those who know my dad, he does not verbalize anything, he's quiet. My dad said to me, he goes, "I'm sad today." And it took me back. I was like, "Why are you sad?" He goes, "I'm just sad, I don't know why." And then I said to him, I said, "It's okay to be sad. It happens, it's okay to be sad." When I got home last night into the house, my dad was up, he was restless. Didn't know what to say, and I said, "Dad, you ready for tomorrow?" And I knew at that point that it would be difficult for him. He admires people that are younger than him. He admires people who do things and endeavor, because he said when he was younger, at that age, you'd never do anything. Danielle was very, very progressive in her thinking. I heard that the last week. For somebody who's 32, to do so many things, have good causes, give back, kind of know what they want to do to give back, very progressive in her thinking. She asked her mom, if something happens, are you ready? At 32, I never thought of that. Even at my age right now, I shy away from talking about that. So a very progressive young lady, and my hat's off to her parents and her brother for supporting her. I think kids and people are product of their family and of their environment, whether it's immediate family. I also met a friend of hers, Miriam, and I was just really in awe about what Danielle did. So my dad couldn't be here, but he said for me to wear something green for Danielle. So this is my tribute from my dad to Danielle. It's also flowers. She grew plants, which you can see that's a very nurturing side of her. We will miss her, but as you can see from all the pictures, she made lots of good memories. I am so surprised to see all the people in the room. So she achieved another goal by bringing people together. We have the opportunity right now to be together because of that COVID thing or whatever that kept us apart. So again, she's brought us all together. She's loved a lot. She loved back. And with all the memories that we have, it's time to focus on the good things, but to also reflect on times when it's not bad. To Audrey and Ken, times are going to be tough. I only know this since my mom died 14 years ago. It's difficult. The year will be difficult, including you, Josh. But there's a whole bunch of people that you can text, pick up the phone, send an email to, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to hear from you. So as we finish today, we don't go on our own ways. The people are there. So I encourage you to take the opportunity. If you get a phone call, you might not want to take it, but just text them back really quickly. So there's a room full of love right here. On that note, I'd like to, as my dad would say, have a drink on me. So everybody, just raise your glass to Danielle and all the good memories she brought to all of us. Thanks.
I think we can just unplug it.
It's gonna be loud, right?
Unplug it? Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's okay. I put my mic on the music.
Okay, great.
Hello? Hi, my name's Jessica. Shh. Hi, my name's Jessica, and I'm a family friend of Danielle's, and I'm also speaking on behalf of my sister Sam, who's watching live stream in Germany. This is on behalf of both of us. One thing we can always remember is Danielle's iconic laugh. Sometimes I can just press play and just listen to it in my head. Most of the time I would laugh harder just because of her laugh and smile because it was so contagious. Her wisdom and the way she would look at me like she was deeply listening to everything I said, I knew she really cared. I know you're no longer with us now, Danielle, but I hope you're with us through the highs and the lows and all the milestones we do together. And I'll always miss you.
Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Nerona, and I'm also family friends with Danielle. Today, I'm somebody that kind of blocks everything out until you kind of have to handle something. So today, going into the church, everything really settled in there. And a moment and a memory came to me that really comforted me, so I feel compelled to share it. So Audrey and Danielle always did their mother-daughter trips, and I and my mom, Deborah, had the opportunity to crash one of these and attend as well. So we went to Jamaica together, and Sandra also joined. And it's a really special memory for me because we were in the ocean, Danielle, Sandra, and I. My mom and Audrey were taking a walk on the beach, and we were floating in the ocean and just talking about life. And I feel like with Danielle, you never had small talk. It was never surface level conversations. They were always really deep, and we talked about life and aspirations and our goals. And she was wise beyond her years. I looked up to her so much. And I think of that memory because I think of now her and Sandra having a drink on the beach together, being really happy, both really warm smiles, laughing, and it makes me feel so proud to have known both of them. And it gives me a lot of comfort to know that they're together. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Whitney, also a family friend of Danielle's. I just wanted to share a few memories since we kind of grew up together. Our parents, all of our parents have kind of been, they were friends when they were younger, and then us as kids became friends. We had so many sleepovers as kids. Josh, Craig, Dana, Jeff, the DaCosta kids, we were always together as when we were younger. Sleepovers, going to Universal Studios together. As we, started to get a little older, our families took a trip to Myrtle Beach with, so many people who are here today were at that trip as well. Playing badminton at the gym, as kids, and our parents would be there. And then more recently, going to Caravana with Danielle, going to, just this past August, Jess's sister Sam was in town from Germany. We met up in Milton. Sat on a patio, went for a walk later, catching up with Danielle's stories, her teaching, how she was preparing for September. And then the picnic that she planned for all of us at the end of August. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to be here, see some familiar faces here today, and just catch up with everyone. So grateful that I was able to make that picnic and to see how many people she brought together, and even today how many people she was able to bring together. Danielle, your laugh was so contagious, as well as your smile. It will forever be a memory of mine. We all love you, we miss you, and just continue to look down on us from above. Thank you.
Hello. Dear friends and family of the Rodrigues and the Costa family, we are very saddened about Danielle. The shock of hearing the news on a Thanksgiving weekend was very hard for a number of people. Audrey and Ken, you guys have been a part of my husband's family from a young age. Danielle, Josh, you have been part of our family as our kids grew up. They were all the same age. We did things when they were younger together. And as they grew older, it was a full circle moment where they came back together again. And right now, my daughter speaking about it, them getting together, having that time together, that bonding time together, is very, very special. Danielle, in some ways I envy you because you did so many things that all of us think about, but never did. You took the initiative and you did it. And you did it at such a young age. 32. At 32, what was I doing? I know a lot of you have come up here and spoken about it, and Danielle has been an inspiration. I hope she is an inspiration to all of you guys, you young generation, to pick up and do those wonderful things. She did that all that in such a short period of time, and loved doing it all. She volunteered. She flew around the world. She gave a heart out to everybody, family, friends. You know those times when people say, oh, come on, get together. We always have some kind of an excuse to not make it there. When I received that email from, a text message actually from Danielle about a picnic, I'm like, is this really from Danielle? I had to text her to find out, is that really you? Mm-hmm. And I was so happy that she was putting on a picnic just out of the blue, just to bring people together. That was her. Yeah. And listening to everybody around here, it is just absolutely amazing, astonishing. She really did have a wonderful spirit. Her spirit, a big heart, her spirit that is going to continue to live. But we all have to take her spirit and we have to spread that out. That spirit is something that she learned, she understood, and she has taken that spirit and spread her wings out to so many different people, and we all have to do the same thing for her. That is going to be our gift to her.
And I was saying also how when we think back on that weekend for the picnic, how the stars aligned for all of those people to be there. And when Danielle asked us, we was like, we got to be there for Danielle. Like, there was just no doubt that we wanted to be there. But it's just, the stars aligned that we all were able, because every weekend in the summer, everybody has things to do. But for some reason that weekend, we were all free. And I'm so eternally grateful to spend that time with her and with you guys as a family. It was a beautiful weekend, and we have other wonderful memories with Danielle, which we will always cherish. And I know Thanksgiving weekend will always be hard, but we always have a lot to be thankful for having Danielle in our lives each and every year.
So just two more things. One is, many of you may know or may not know, Danielle, I had contacted Danielle a few years ago because I knew she was an accountant, and I know she wanted to do some volunteer work. So the GOA at that point in time was looking for a treasurer, and I'd asked Danielle about it, and she was willing and wanted to help out the community. And she was our youngest treasurer, and she was full force into it, wanted to do her best, wanted to give her best. And I'm so thankful that she said yes to me at that point in time. And and she took that, and I think she learned from that, and she kind of moved on and was willing to give in so many other places. But today, I just want to do one Our Father, one Hail Mary for Danielle, if you guys are willing to do so, for her spirit, for her to live on in all of us, and to give the strength to her family, her mom and dad, her grandparents, her aunts, her uncles, her cousins, and all of her family all around her, to the many people who she touched. She touched in her way, in her smile, in her gift, in listening to people. That is a gift that we all have, that we sometimes forget to use. But she knew what it was, and she used it. So with that, we'll start the Our Father, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. We'll just do one Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Danielle, may your soul rest in peace. Amen.
Also, one last note. I know I always say, and I know Danielle, I believe, said the same thing, that time is so precious, and time is the best and only gift we can give each other. And if we can continue to do that, sporadically here and there, phone call, a visit, that is the only gift people can always give each other without any second thought. Amen.
Hello. Hello? Is everybody listening? Louder? Okay. Can you hear me? No? Hello? Hello?
Hi everyone!
Wow.
We're gonna do a little dance quickly for Danielle. She wanted this song she really liked, so we're gonna put it on. I think a couple of people are gonna show us some moves, and then you're welcome to join in and do a little shuffle. Gary.
She specially requested that David Coelho make it to the dance floor. David Coelho.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, wami awukhulana ilondoloze uhambe nami Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze uhambe nami Every